Thanks so much, Lee, and thank you so much to Vodafone. Whenever I think about NZAL being supported by Vodafone, I think we are heavy hitters. That's what I think. And of course, Vodafone is synonymous with innovation, and that's what tonight's session is about, because as we know, when MB does surveys of SMEs in New Zealand, what does it find? Actually, it finds that most SMEs are set up by Asians. And so they come to New Zealand and they may embark on some study, or they've got some money, and they set up small and medium-sized enterprises. And when you think about the New Zealand economy, tell me, what is the backbone of the New Zealand economy? Well, it's the SME sector. I'd love to say that we are all full of companies the size of Vodafone, but the reality is that we are not. Except that that is the purpose of tonight. Why aren't we? Why aren't we maximising the full potential of the Asian SME sector for the New Zealand economy? Now, I am so gratified to be Chair of New Zealand Asian Leaders looking out in an audience like this. It is not often that I am in the majority. Yes! And yet when I look out there, I think about our humble roots, and we know there's a majority of Asians in this room. And what that says is that this is a topic that resonates with you, because this is where you're at. And so in terms of New Zealand becoming a test bed for innovation, in terms of transnational linkages, some of you come here, you settle here, and then you go back home and you do things there, and your channels back to market and coming backwards and forwards. We need to talk about that, but we also need to talk about seeding global companies in New Zealand, and we also need to talk about how we can maximise this innovation. A lot of times Asians are setting up great SMEs. They do have the seeds of global companies. But the question is, how do we identify them? How do we find them? And then how do we grow them? On your side, you may have great ideas and no capital and no expertise in business. On the other side, you may have great institutions like Vodafone, but also great institutions like the BNZ. Now, I'm very fortunate to be a director on the BNZ board. We do great things with SME. And one of the other heavy-hitting sponsors of New Zealand Asian Leaders is the BNZ. And I just want to call on Shelley Ruka. She is the Director of Partners, BNZ Partners. She has 1,000 staff under her, so do not underestimate the power of this chick, all right? She is seriously a big wheel. And she's going to come and talk to you a little bit about what the BNZ is doing in the SME space. Shelley.